A Merry Christmas to all of our viewers around the world. Welcome to News Now on iBrandTV. My name is Bernard Joseph, and here are the stories we're reporting at this hour. In his Christmas message, President Muhammadu Buhari has asked Nigerians to renew their faith in the current administration in order to bring about the lasting difference and change in the country. The president, who acknowledged that the country was facing various challenges, noted that they were beyond the one-dimensional options being debated. He, however, gave an assurance that the federal government will remain focused on following the complex multi-dimensional route to reduce the incidence of insecurity in the country. He added that the worthy values of the Christmas season, such as joy, peace, hope, love, goodwill, and imminent salvation, were very much needed at this time in the country in order to overcome the many challenges facing the country. Meanwhile, the governor of Rivers State, Governor Nyesom Wike, has said that the hopes of Nigerians solely rest on the People's Democratic Party. Governor Wike made the remark during the commissioning of the restructured Acre Road in his state. He stated that the People's Democratic Party had the capacity and the character to lead the nation towards the much-needed development. Meanwhile, the Governor Mai Mala Buni-led Caretaker Extraordinary National Convention Planning Committee has voided the purported suspension of the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, and members of the party in Rivers State. The Igbo Aguma-led faction of the Rivers State All Progressives Congress had announced the suspension of the minister alongside Senator Andrew Uchendu and former APC National Deputy Secretary Victor Giadom, among others, over alleged anti-party activities. However, the APC National Secretariat, in a letter signed by the head legal services of the All Progressives Congress, Dare Oketade, on Wednesday described the suspension as nullity and of no effect. The party said its attention was drawn to the action purported taken by imposters claiming to be party officials at the ward level. The party's national leadership said it needed to make the clarification in order to correct certain misconceptions. Meanwhile, in business, the Central Bank of Nigeria has revoked the operating licenses of 7 payment service providers. The CBN disclosed this in a report titled Revocation of Operating Licenses of Some Payment Service Providers, while mentioning that the affected firms are Easy Fuel Limited, Transaction Processing System, Grantors Limited, Paymaster Limited, E-Revenue Gateway Limited, Etholium Network Limited, and Global Shore Limited. According to the Central Bank of Nigeria, the firms have ceased to carry out the type of businesses for which their licenses were initially issued for a period of 6 months. Also, the World Bank has provided equipment against COVID-19 worth £172 million to the National Identification Management Commission to assist the NIMC as it carries out its enrollment for the national identification numbers across the country. Large crowds of Nigerians had greeted the offices of the NIMC, particularly in Abuja and in Lagos, in a bid to get their national identification numbers, while others had stormed the website of the commission, which warranted to the crash of the NIMC's website, nimc.gov.ng. The federal government had earlier declared on the 15th of December that after the 30th of December, all SIM cards not linked and registered to national identification numbers on the network of telecommunication companies would be blocked. However, on Monday, it extended the December 30th deadline following the widespread opposition against the earlier announcement, as it gave 3 weeks extension for subscribers with national identification numbers from the 30th of December to the 19th of January 2021. It also gives a 6 weeks extension for subscribers without national identification numbers from December the 30th, 2020 to the 9th of February 2021. Whereas on the foreign scene, Britain and the European Union have reached a post-Brexit agreement on Thursday that they hope will cushion the economic blow of the UK's imminent departure from the bloc after months of twisting negotiations. Britain formally left the EU in January after a deeply divisive referendum in 2016, the first country to split from the political and economic project that was born as the continent rebuilt in the aftermath of the Second World War. but London remains tied to the EU's rules during a transition period that runs up until midnight of December 31st, 2020, when the UK will leave the bloc single market and customs union. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson lauded what he termed a good deal for the whole of Europe, which offers a new stability and a new certainty to relations. Former Prime Ministers David Cameron and Theresa May, who both resigned over Brexit, christened the deal as very welcoming. Theresa May said it provides confidence to business and helps keep trade flowing. Meanwhile, in the United States, the killing of an unarmed African-American by police in the U.S. city of Columbus, Ohio, has sparked a fresh wave of outrage this week against racial injustice and police brutality. Andre Morris Hill, a 47-year-old, was in the garage of a house on Monday when he was shot several times by a police officer who had been called to the scene for a minor incident. Really sad story there. And in sports, Liverpool's head coach Jurgen Klopp has dismissed speculation that Egyptian forward Mohamed Salah was no longer happy at the club. Last week, the 28-year-old forward gave an interview in Spain where he cited Barcelona and Real Madrid as top clubs in Europe. This led to speculation over whether he would be seeking a new contract beyond 2023 with Liverpool. And in London, Chelsea are set to sell off Victor Moses and 6 other players in an attempt to attract Borussia Dortmund's Erling Haaland and West Ham's Declan Rice. Moses, who is currently on a season-long loan at Spartak Moscow, has 2 years left on his current deal with the Blues. Antonio Rudiger, Marcos Alonso, Andres Christensen, Ross Barkley, Danny Drinkwater and Jorginho are set to be axed in the summer, according to reports. Haaland is one of the most sought-after players in Europe, with the likes of Manchester City and Manchester United also interested in signing the Norwegian, who has scored 17 goals in just 14 matches this season for Borussia Dortmund. And that wraps it up for us on News Now on iBrandTV at this hour. For more news stories, visit our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and follow all of our social media platforms. I am bbnaija, and I'll see you again next time. A Merry Christmas to you once again. Bye-bye.